The fighting art of escrima is fast becoming the national sport of the Philippines. Its acknowledged champion is Kakoy Cañete. He lives on the island of Cebu, one of the large islands that make up the Philippines. His home has always been in Cebu City, the capital of the island, a place of harsh contrasts. Just outside the city centre is the headquarters of the small club which sets the standard for escrima throughout the nation. The name of the club, 12 Pares, means 12 pairs and is taken from the name of Charlemagne's bodyguard. The club celebrated its 50th anniversary in 1982. It was started by the family Cañete to train themselves and their friends. It is still a family club. The training ground is beside Kakoy's house, which he shares with his children and their families. Escrima is a fighting system in a state of transition. It has been used for hundreds of years throughout the Philippines. Now, people like the Cañetes are adding to the basic art the sophistication of Japanese techniques. An indication of this is the practice of forms, or katas. They are long, elaborate solo performances. This one is a speciality of Dione Cañete. He spends most of his time in Manila, working as a very successful businessman. Though they are adding Japanese ideas to the techniques, 50 years is not long enough to also import Japanese formality. Any activity on the training ground is watched by every curious eye in the neighborhood. Most of the Cebuanos speak two languages. Training is conducted in both English and in the language of Cebu. Escrima is a complex, sophisticated and effective fighting system. Much of the credit for its present status is due to the 12 Pares Club, with Kakoy Cañete as its leading fighter, publicist and master.
The most common and the most effective type of holding is the full grip type. In this manner, even if it is hit on the side, or either from any direction, still you can control the stick. And there's an allowance of about 2 inches from the butt. Purpose is to use this for disarming, for hitting any part of the body at close range. Then you can twirl the stick, see, in any direction, see. And there are people, there are escrimadores who twirl the stick in this manner. They always open their palm. I have observed many there in the United States, escrimadores opening their palm whenever they twirl. But those Paris people are always full grip the stick, see? See?
Many weapons are used in escrima, but Kakoy has always concentrated on the stick, made from a special tough light wood, hardened by fire.
Full grip, see? Full grip, see?
He has brought new strikes into the system, developing curving strikes rather than straight or linear ones.
And the most effective strike is the curved strike. You can easily block the linear strike. But when the strike is curving, no matter how hard you try to block the strike, the forend of the stick will always reach the target. So look.
Even gentle sparring is a painful process for Kakoy's opponent. He is an advanced student, but he never manages to hit Kakoy once. Kakoy has had many real fights. All his life he has been challenged, always having to use his techniques against new opponents. He has never lost in over 100 fights. After a few moments, the challengers always collapse before him.
The only way to prove that your style is the best is to accept any challenge. How can you claim that your style is the best when you do not accept any challenge? That's why in our group, whenever there is a student who refuses to fight, I always ask him to retire. So what use will our techniques be if he has all the techniques and he doesn't use it in actual fight?
Escrima is above all a practical fighting art. It has developed out of the need to survive in a violent society where knives are a common weapon.
Okay.
These defensive moves are designed to push the knives away so that they don't slice into the vital veins and arteries on the inside of the arms. Then both opponents are disarmed, again avoiding the knife blades.
Because you can take it off. You actually get the farther the... Yeah, okay.
Elogio Cagneti is the oldest of the founding brothers. He has always been the president of the Dosi Paris. Although over 80, he is still a formidable fighter.
You know, yes. Just like it is like this, Honora. Yes. Without this thing, it's actually the same. Now, if you have this, it's the same technique. Black, then,
One of the masters at Dosi Paris is alive because he was taught how to defend himself against knife attack. It happened when he was walking with a friend. Neither of them had weapons. The friend ran away when they were attacked by 7 men with knives. Master Karin nearly died in the attack, but fought back, killing one of them.
He's lucky that he survived that fight. Of course, one of the brothers got killed. Look.
Yeah. This one with my liver and my stomach.
Yeah. There.
This is an operation. The stomach, but
that's the evidence that he gets in a real fight.
I was sitting there, though. That's why I down. And they make a stabbing position while I'm down. And I snatch all the daggers. And that dagger which I snatch hit one of my opponents. Yeah, I snatch it.
If his opponent was only one, he could easily beat his opponent. But then there were four brothers and 3 companions. So 7 stone. You're lucky. You should be thankful to God.
Thankful to God
for having learned.
Thankful to our organization, especially the Dosi Paris, for it had because of my skill and armies and combat judo. I'm already below the ground.
The only yardstick for a skill is to have an actual fight.
Right.
Yeah. In sparring, it's not enough that you deliver the strike. But if you deliver multiple strikes, for example, I deliver here. You see? Wrap it. Then here. See?